Believe it or not, fall is in the air. Hi. Last month we were doing Christmas in July, and this month we're doing fall. SHUSHANA of Regal Designs by SHUSHANA is hosting a collaboration called Falling into Fall, and our co-host is MARIKA's creation. I have done challenges with both of these women and for SHUSHANA before, and so I'm excited to be doing this because I am ready for fall. Fall and spring are both my favorite times of the year. It's not too hot, it's not too cold. So I'm ready for a little bit of fall. So I hope you enjoy this video, and I hope you'll go and watch the playlist of all the ones that are participating. It'll be in my description box down below, as well as the channels for SHUSHANA and MARIKA. If you like content like this, please hit that subscribe button down below. Give me a big thumbs up and let me know what you think about my project. So, you enjoy that cool, crisp breeze. Without further ado, let's get started. I had this part of a 3-tiered sign left over from a previous project. It's already been sanded, and I'm just painting over with Harvest Orange to cover. This is going to be the back, but I wanted to kind of give it a finished look, so I had to paint this, I think, 3 times to get full coverage. While I was painting, I remembered these little wooden stickers I had left over from last year. So I pulled out 3 pumpkins and 4 of the leaves and painted them also with the orange. On the pumpkins, I left the stem unpainted and what would be the leaves. And on these leaves, I just painted around the edges, leaving the center undone for now. After the back was dried, I flipped it over to paint the front. And I started off with the orange. It only took 2 coats since it didn't have any print on it. Once I got finished with the orange, I once again dried it with a hair dryer. And then I took this yellow, it's called Golden Yellow. All of this paint is from Apple Barrel. And I just kind of hit the highlights on the pumpkins as well as the leaves. I just kind of did a dry brush of it, and then I just kind of dry brush over the orange, and where I felt like I got too much yellow, I just would go back over with the orange, blending it. And once I finished the yellow on the sign, I took some of this Tuscan red, and I once again went over the leaves on the edges, and I used it to shade the pumpkins. And then I went around the edges of the sign. And this is where I'm shading the pumpkins. Now I'm painting the leaves on the pumpkins in this green called Holly Branch. And I used just a small bit of Kelly green to kind of highlight it and give it some dimension. I also blended just a little bit of the green onto the leaves. Then I took a real small brush and just used the Tuscan red for the stem of the pumpkin. I used these stickers from Dollar Tree, and I saw this technique where you write out the word on your ruler, and then you can line it up. But instead of spelling fall, I should have spelled fail, because it just didn't work for me, but it ended up coming out all right. I arranged some of my pumpkins and leaves and then hot glued them onto the sign. And I got a little bit of green on there, but it wiped right up, thank goodness. I had this little stick with a point on it I had gotten from some poster lights, and I glue it to the back, and once again I got green on it, but I'm going to pretend like I meant to do that. I just blended it in with the back. Now this little crate I did a project with in the springtime, and now I'm just going to flip it around to the other side and put my foam in it and use it for this season. Once I got my foam in, I just organized my flowers kind of by color so I could see what I have, and I just start arranging them in a way that makes me happy and looks pleasing to my eye. All of these flowers came from Dollar Tree, and they have had the most beautiful flowers. I really love them, and I went through about all I had. I have a few bunches left, but I went through most of what I had making this arrangement, but I'm really happy with how it turned out. And I get ready to put my sign in, and I really love my sign, but it did kind of blend in with the flowers. I don't know if I should have done a different color or maybe used a taller stick, but it still turned out pretty. Once I finished arranging my flowers, I added in some of this Spanish moss around the bottom to hide the styrofoam. And then I hot glued my other pumpkin and 2 leaves onto the front of my crate. And now I'm just tucking in the last bit of moss between the slats so that you can't see the styrofoam. And here's my arrangement. I'm very, very happy with it. I just think it's so beautiful. And Bushi likes it also. I can just keep him from eating my flowers. I would be a very happy camper. Well, I hope you enjoyed my video. If you did, please give me a thumbs up. Subscribe if you haven't, and leave a comment and tell me what you think. So until next time, happy fall, y'all, and bye.